Sorry I haven't been posting in a while, but I decided to take a different route and start posting about my journey as an entrepreneur, and I'm going to be calling them founder vlogs. So let's get started. Hey everyone, so for our first vlog, I'm going to talk to you about how Copper Medical got started. So essentially it all started back in January 2017 when I was taking the critical care program at George Brown College, and I was studying to be a ICU nurse. And I just randomly came across an ad for copper infused gym clothing, which was being advertised as odor resistant and bacteria killing. So naturally I thought that would be amazing for scrubs, and I was wondering why we didn't even have that in the first place. So I did a lot of research, and I kind of thought about it the whole year, and I researched here and there on how to actually achieve copper infused fabric, because it's not very easy to find. Like, you can't just go to Fabricland and pick it up. So I had a really hard time figuring out how to get a manufacturer to do it. I found one company, but due to prior or previous agreements, they couldn't go into business with me, so I felt kind of stuck. Then I kind of started researching on whether or not I can make it myself, but then I found that very difficult and expensive, and I couldn't afford it. So then I randomly came across a Kickstarter campaign, and they were called 29 Linens, and they were selling copper infused bed linen, basically for the same purpose. And I reached out to them wondering who their manufacturer was, because I was having such a difficult time, and they gave me their manufacturer, and I reached out to them and they were very willing to do business, but then I was stuck in this place where I only ever known healthcare and medicine, and I didn't know how to start. So I believe that was in September. So I started researching different things about business and whether or not I could find any courses to kind of give me the foundational knowledge I needed to get started. And I randomly came across U of T courses, and they had an entrepreneur certificate. So there was about 6 classes to get the certificate. I took 4 of the 6. So I took Foundations of Entrepreneur Management, I took Market Intelligence, I took Marketing and Sales, and I took Finance and Business. And so I started January 2018, finished June 2018, and I found them very, very helpful. If you have no business background and you're trying to start a business, I do recommend it. But it is a bit pricey. It's about $500 per course. So for me, roughly $2,000. If you take the full 6, it's like $3,000. After that, I randomly went to a dinner party and came across a couple who were starting a business in regards to, I think it was eyelashes or an eyelash bar. And they had come across a business plan consultant, and they gave me his contact information, and I've been working with him ever since, developing my business plan. And also I have been developing my scrub, so that's been a big obstacle for me, in the sense that, so I'm not a fashion designer, but I did develop a couple of designs, and I went through them all. So my first set didn't turn out very good. So I hired a fashion designer off of Kijiji because it's very difficult to find a fashion designer. And it didn't work out the greatest. So I sent a tech pack to my manufacturer, and within a month I got my samples. The fabric didn't turn out as I wanted. The design didn't come out as I wanted. So I felt a little discouraged. And then my consultant kind of encouraged me to reach out to Fashion Zone to see if they had any fashion designers there that could help me out. So I did. And then during my search at the same time, I was looking at other options for fashion designers. So I was all over the internet trying to find somebody. And eventually I found someone. I interviewed her. I really liked her, and she helped me make the designs I have now, which I love. But so we basically just work as, I guess, I hire as freelancer because I can't afford to have a fashion designer at this point. Um, uh, and then since contacting Fashion Zone, they ended up asking me to come into interview to join Fashion Zone. And I've been there since June, so now it's almost been 4 months, and I really love it there. So Fashion Zone is basically a incubator for startup companies in the fashion industry. So they help you get resources to kind of help facilitate or help you start out as a startup company. So they'll help you with marketing, they will help you with accounting, they will help you with IP lawyers, any type of lawyer you really need, shipping, really basically any type of resource you could typically be, they'll help you either navigate towards it or be able to get it for you, depending. So they can't do everything, but they are a great resource. So I've been there ever since, and that's kind of the gist of where I'm at now. I've basically developed my samples. I'm still waiting on fabric to come from my manufacturer. Once I get that, I'll be able to make a prototype and then be able to take pictures and post it on my website. And I'm looking to start selling probably March of 2019, which is far but close at the same time. I'm pretty excited to get started, and yeah, I mean, I'm nervous too, but I am very stoked about my journey, and I hope all of you can stick around for the ride. And if you have any questions, let me know. And thanks for watching. Bye.